What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back here again with another sports card collecting and investing video. I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. I haven't been on with you guys in such a while. Been very busy with the holiday season, but I'm back again, guys. I'm ready to talk sports. I'm ready to talk basketball. You guys know this is my favorite sport. And, the basketball season has kicked off. I'm super excited. We're back here again. Zion, Ja, Trey, the young guns are going at it. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Luka. It's so great to see basketball again. And how about James Harden last night, guys? 44 points, 17 assists, dueled with CJ, Dame. It was a great game. Christian Wood coming out for the Rockets as well. I mean, he was doing this last year in Detroit. So just very excited to have primetime hoops back. League Pass is my go-to every year. This is my favorite time of the year. Literally, I just sit home after work and all I do is watch pure hoops. Have about 4 monitors. But without further ado, let's get to the topic today. If you are brand new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button, comment on this video, and let me know what you think, as well as subscribing to the YouTube channel and showing your support. Today, what we're going to be talking about is notable games within the next month that I believe will impact pricing and increase more demand for such players. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Within the next week, it's going to be a primetime game on TNT, and that's going to be the Bucks at the Heat. We're going to get to see Giannis play against my favorite team, the Miami Heat. I'm very excited about this one because it is a conference semifinals rematch. Giannis and the Bucks last year lost in 5 games to the Miami Heat, and there was much of the talk last year that Bam was pretty much Giannis's kryptonite during the regular season. And Miami was Giannis's kryptonite as well during the regular season, as they did it in the playoffs, because I don't think he scored 30 points one time in that series. And he probably was on pace for it in game 4, I believe, before he got hurt. But either way, Giannis, he played well below average, didn't play his superstar self. As you can see, Miami did game plan for him very well last year in the conference semifinals, which allowed them to advance and win the series in 5 games. So I'm very excited about this one because there was a lot of rumors. I personally wish it went through that, Giannis potentially wanted to not sign the Supermax and look at free agency options and potentially go to the Warriors, Heat, Raptors, wherever he was going to go. Maybe the Mavericks as well. Personally, for me, obviously I would have loved to see him in Miami, in a Miami Heat uniform. I would have loved to see him in a Golden State uniform or a Dallas Mavericks uniform, because the bigger market, the better the value of the card. But, he's a great guy. He stayed loyal to his city, Milwaukee, so it's going to be great to see him within the next 5 years. Hopefully he can win a championship within Milwaukee. Personally, I just don't know if Chris Middleton is that guy. I like the Drew Holiday pickup, but I still don't know if it's enough to beat Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Joe Harris. It's just, the Nets have a lot of firepower, and I personally don't think the Nets should even trade for James Harden. I think they have, KD and Kyrie is enough, and the secondary guys, Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert, these guys are, just all-around scorers. So I personally think that they're fine without James Harden. If they trade for James Harden, that's going to be even better, though. But I think they look good based on what we've seen in the first 2 games. Also, within that Bucks and Heat, I think, it's Giannis on national TV, first time since Christmas. He played okay in the season opener against the Celtics. Jason Tatum made a great shot at the end, and he played very subpar on Christmas Day. So I expect Giannis to come back to his regular self, regular season form. If you have him on fantasy, you guys know he's a fantasy monster. But I'm very excited to see that because I love watching the Heat play the Bucks, because that's just a great matchup. Bam is a willing defender on Giannis, and I'm just very excited about that one. I can see maybe Tyler Hero as well, maybe having a good game. But I think that game, it's the first game other than Christmas on national TV for Miami as well. So breakout performances such as Hero, Bam, they could go up in pricing as well. Playing against Giannis, the defending MVP. The next one is going to be the Hawks at the Nets, and that is on December the 30th. Not only that, they go back again January the 1st on New Year's Day. Trae Young, so far, 30 and 10. I've been telling you guys, This kid is spectacular. No national TV media, no national TV attention yet. And this game still isn't on national TV. Ja Morant's prices, after he dropped 40, I think it was 44 against the Spurs, went berserk. Ja Morant is super hot right now in the hobby. And it wasn't on national TV. Trae Young, he played really great against Ja. Ja played really great as well. However, in the fourth quarter, Ja Morant couldn't check Trae Young. They were having a tough time with Trae Young. Now, don't get me wrong, Trae Young was a little inefficient in the game, but in the fourth quarter, when it mattered most, I mean, it didn't matter. You could throw Dylan Brooks on him, Ja Morant. It just didn't matter. And it was a great game, honestly. It went down to the wire, but Trae outdueled Ja. And I'm excited to see Trae Young play against Kyrie Irving. And not only that, it's going to be, I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be very overhyped from the sports card market. A lot of people will probably be talking about it on Facebook, end result, beginning of the game and all that. But I'm very excited for those two games. Not only that, they're within 2 days. So if they lose if they lose both of them, I mean, I like this young Hawks core. I like this young Hawks team. I personally think if the Hawks can get a top 5 seed, which I think is a big reach right now, but they look really good early. They're willing defenders now. They move the ball well. Trae Young does not get double and triple teamed every play anymore because he has shooters around him. I think hypothetically, if they get a top 5 seed, which I don't think they will, however, if they do, Trae Young could potentially win the MVP this year. Not to mention, remember guys, they've only released half of the national TV schedule. So the second half will be coming out. I think they said in February. Trae Young could potentially get national TV time. So be on the lookout for that. His prices are still, I think they're still attainable, but don't get them. I think they're gonna rise pretty quickly, especially if he outdoes Kyrie Irving. January 5th, guys, the Lakers at the Grizzlies. Ja Morant playing the defending champs. Ja Morant's prices have already been going crazy. Last year against the defending champs, he had a great game, I remember. And, this guy was just very determined. And, it's going to be exciting to see him play against the defending champs. So be on the lookout for that one on January the 5th. January the 7th, this one's going to be a good one. That's going to be the Nets at the 76ers. And then we got the Mavericks at the Nuggets. So we'll start first with the Nets and the 76ers. Ben Simmons, a defensive player of the year candidate this year, guarding potentially Kevin Durant in that. Kevin Durant is back. This is a national TV game, I believe. We get to see Joel Embiid, DeAndre Jordan go up against each other. DeAndre Jordan, a pretty decent defender. Not what he used to be, obviously. But Kyrie Irving as well in that game. I think it's just, Doc Rivers. It's great all-around game, I believe. And then the late night, the Mavericks and the Nuggets, I'm more excited about that one because we get to see Jamal Murray, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and then, of course, the Don, Luka Doncic, squaring off against them. So it's going to be exciting to see that. Jamal Murray has shown a little bit of flashes. He started off slow in game 1, and then against the Clippers, he didn't really do too much until the fourth quarter when the game was already a little out of reach. So I expect Jamal Murray to bounce back this year and have a a strong year. I still don't think he'll be an all-star. However, though, he's still going to be a strong candidate for, getting those all-star votes. As well as, I think he can, average about 23 to 24 a game this year. And then January 11th, we got the big one. That's the Pelicans at the Mavs. The two most sought-for young guys, pretty much, which is Zion Williamson playing off against the Don, Luka Doncic. That's going to be a crazy one. Right now with the Pelicans, speaking of the Pelicans, I love how Zion's playing. I've always thought Zion was good. A lot of people, they mention his weight, all this. Zion was spectacular in high school, college, it didn't matter. I think last year he was just, the reason I believe Alvin Gentry was fired was because of his management of Zion. So I do expect, Zion to play almost every game this year. They said already he is going to have no minutes restrictions. And the way the season's going right now, Zion's been playing spectacular. I mean, he balled out against us on Christmas night. The season opener, he had like 15 and 10, very efficient against the Raptors. That's a pretty tough defensive team. Nick Nurse is a defensive-minded coach. So, now the one surprise, which ain't really a surprise, but I think personally Brandon Ingram is like On the low, I think he's the best player on that team right now. Brandon Ingram, you know, he's showing significant improvement. You know, last year he was great even without Zion, and then when Zion came back, he was still good. But this year, you know, he's made a surgical leap. So I do expect him to come out again and play really well against Luka Doncic. Not only that, on January the 15th, the Pelicans will be playing the Lakers, so that'll be a good one. Zion playing the defending champs, Zion against LeBron. Last year, we remember when we saw that. That was a really great game on national TV. And then January the 21st, we're going to be looking at the Lakers at the Bucks. So, you know, this is probably when the Giannis prices will hit something crazy. Giannis and Anthony Davis and LeBron, you know, that's just prime time. You know, last year, if you guys don't remember, Giannis against Anthony Davis, that was one hell of a matchup. So I think on that national TV one, on January the 21st, be on the lookout for that one. The Lakers at the Bucks. I'm very excited for that one because I do want to see, you know, the defending champs and Giannis. And I think the Bucks have a good chance to get to the finals this year. Right now, I'm sticking, though. If I had to go with something right now, I'm still going with the Lakers and the Nets. So I think the Drew Holiday move is good. Don't get me wrong. I just think you know, Chris Middleton, he's great. He's always been a great player. He's just, I don't know. I personally think if you switch him up with like Jaylen Brown or Zach LaVine, I think you know, maybe it's enough. But he's inconsistent sometimes. So that's the only thing about Chris Middleton. That's the only flaw that I do point out on him. But let me know in the comment section down below what games you are looking forward to, as well as what you think will affect this market, because right now it is so volatile and it is going crazy. It's going berserk. John Morant is reaching prices that, you know, we've never seen. Zion finally hit $1,000 on a PSA 10. So, you know, and Luka is, I think, at $2,000 now. So let me know what you guys think. And, you know, I'm very excited. The basketball season is back, guys. Once again, if you were brand new to this channel, make sure you do like this video, comment on, and let me know what you think, as well as subscribing. And that's going to do it all for today. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.